Surely, we have revealed to you as we have revealed to Noah, and to the prophets after him. And we have revealed to Abraham, Ishmael, Ishak, Isaac, Jacob, and their children, and to Isa, Jesus, Ayub, Job, Eunice, Jonah, Harun, Aaron, and Suleiman, Solomon. And we have given Zabur, Psalms, to Dawood, David. He, Noah, was one of our believing servants. And certainly from his adherents was Abraham. Salam be on Noah, among the people of all the worlds. We sent Noah to his people, saying to him, Warn your people before a painful punishment comes to them. And we sent Noah to his people. So he stayed with them 1,050 years. Then the cyclone seized them, and they were transgressors. He said, O my people, I am a plain warner for you, to say that you must worship God, and fear him, and obey me. And God will forgive you your sins, and will defer you to an appointed term. Indeed, when God's term comes, it is not deferred, if you only know. I convey to you the messages of my Lord and wish you betterment, and I know from God what you do not know. So I said, Pray to your Lord for your forgiveness. Indeed, he is very forgiving. And, if you do so, he will cause the heavens to rain upon you in abundance, and will help you with riches and sons, and will cause gardens to grow for you, and cause rivers to flow for you. What has happened to you that you do not appreciate majesty of God, while he has created you in different phases? Did you not see how God has created 7 heavens one upon another, and has made the moon a light therein, and made the sun a lamp? And God has caused you to grow out of the earth a perfect growth. Then he will send you back into it, and will bring you forth once again. And God has made the earth a spread for you, so that you may go about its broad ways. The chiefs of his people said, Indeed, we see you in an obvious error. So, the chiefs of his people, who disbelieved, said, We see that you are nothing but a man like us. And we do not see you followed by anyone but by the lowest among us who are of shallow opinion. And we do not see in you any superiority over us. Rather, think you are liars. He said, O my people, tell me when I am on a clear path from my Lord. And he has bestowed mercy upon me from himself, and it has been hidden from your sight. Shall we, then, impose it upon you while you are averse to it? And, O my people, I do not demand from you any wealth for it. My reward is with none but God, and I am not to drive the believers away. Surely, they are to meet their Lord, but I see that you are an ignorant people. And, O my people, who will help me against the punishment of God, if I drive them away? Would you still pay no heed? And I do not say to you that with me are the treasures of God, nor do I have the knowledge of the unseen, nor do I say that I am an angel. And I do not say about those who are contemptible in your eyes that God will never award them any good. God is the best knower of what is in their hearts. If I do so, then I shall indeed be one of the unjust. They said, O Nah, you have quarreled with us, and quarreled much. Now bring what you threaten us with, if you are one of the truthful. He said, Only God will bring it to you, if he so wills, and you cannot frustrate his will. And my good counsel will not profit you, even though I wish you the best, if God wills to make you go astray. He is your Lord, and to him you shall be made to return. So, said the disbelieving chiefs from among his nation, This man is nothing but a human being like you. He wishes to impose his superiority over you. Had God willed, he would have sent down angels. We have not heard of such a thing among our forefathers. He is none but a man possessed by madness, so wait for what happens to him for some time. Nah said, So, fear God and obey me. They said, Shall we believe in you while you are followed by the lowest people? He said, I do not know about what they do. Their account is with none but with my Lord, if you have sense. And I am not to drive the believers away. I am not but a plain warner. They said, Should you not stop, O Nu? You will surely be among those stoned. The people of Nu denied the truth before them. So they rejected our slave, and said, He is a madman, and he was also threatened by them. He said, "My Lord, I have called my people night and day. But my call did not cause them to progress but in running away. And whenever I called them, so that you forgive them, they put their fingers into their ears, and wrapped their clothes around themselves, and grew obstinate, and waxed proud in extreme arrogance. Then I called them loudly, and said, No, my Lord, they disobeyed me, and followed him whose wealth and children added nothing to him but loss. And they devised an enormous plan, and said, Never forsake your gods, and never forsake Wad, nor Suah, nor Yakuth and Yaok and Nasa. And it was revealed to Nah that none of your people would ever believe except those who have already believed. And they have led many astray. And, O my Lord, let not the wrongdoers progress in anything but deviation from the right path. And said Nah, My Lord, do not leave on earth even a single inhabitant from the disbelievers, surviving. If you leave them, surviving, they will lead your slaves astray, and will beget none but a sinful disbeliever. My Lord, grant pardon to me, and to my parents, and to everyone who enters my home as a believer, and to all the believing men and believing women, and do not increase the wrongdoers but in ruin. So, we sent our revelation to him, saying, Make the ship under our eyes and our revelation. So, when our command comes and the oven gushes forth, take on its board a pair of 2 from each species, along with your family, except those of them against whom the word has already passed. And do not speak to me in favor of those who did wrong. They are sure to be drowned. And make an ark under our eyes and according to our revelation. And do not speak to me about those who cross the limits, they are to be drowned. And he started making the ark. And whenever the chieftains of his people passed by him, they mocked at him. He said, If you mock at us, we mock at you like you mock at us. So, you shall soon know to whom will come the punishment that will humiliate him and upon whom will befall the lasting punishment. At last when our command came and the oven overflowed, we said, Load in it a pair of 2 from every kind along with your family, except those against whom the word has already been spoken and those who have believed. And there were only a few who had believed with him. And he said, Embark it, with the name of God, its sails and anchors. Surely, my Lord is most forgiving, very merciful. And we caused him, Nah, to board that ship, which had planks and nails. So, when you and those with you are well seated in the ship, say, Praise is for God who saved us from the wrongdoing people. And say, My Lord, make me land a blessed landing. And you are the best of those who bring someone to land. So we opened the gates of the sky with water pouring forth profusely. And we caused the earth to gush forth as springs. So the water, of both kinds, met together for a destined event, which sailed under our eyes, as a reward for the one who was rejected by the infidels. When the water overflowed, in the deluge of Nah, we let you, O mankind, board the floating ship, so that we make it for you a reminder, and so that a preserving ear may preserve it. And it was sailing with them amidst the waves like mountains. And Nuh called out to his son, who was at an isolated place, O my child, come on board with us, and do not be in the company of the disbelievers. He said, I shall take shelter on a mountain which will save me from the water. He said, There is no saver today from the command of God, except the one to whom he shows mercy. And the waves rose high between the two, and he was among the drowned. And Nah called unto his Lord and said, My Lord, my son is a part of my family, and surely, your promise is true, and you are the greatest of all judges. He said, O Nah, surely, he is not a part of your family. Indeed, he is a man of bad deeds. So do not ask me something of which you have no knowledge. I counsel you not to be among the ignorant. He said, My Lord, I seek refuge with you against that I ask you something of which I have no knowledge. And if you do not forgive me and do not show mercy to me, I shall be among the losers. God has cited for the disbelievers the example of the wife of Nah and the wife of Lut. Both were married with 2 of our righteous slaves, but betrayed them. So they could not avail them at all, and it was said, Enter the fire along with those who enter. And it was said, O earth, suck in your water, and O heaven, stop. And water subsided, and the matter was over. And it, the ark, came to rest on the Mount Judah, and it was said, Cursed be upon the wrongdoers. It was said, O Nu, disembark in peace from us and with blessings upon you and upon the peoples, springing from those with you. And there are peoples whom we shall give some enjoyment. Then a painful punishment from us will visit them. O descendants of those whom we put on board with Noah. Surely, he was a very grateful servant. Then they belied him, so we saved him, and those with him in the ark, and drowned those who belied our signs. Certainly, they were a blind people. Then they belied him, and we saved him and those with him in the ark and made them the successors and drowned those who belied our signs. So look how was the fate of those who were warned and helped him against the people who belied our verses. Indeed, they were the people of evil, therefore we drowned them all. We saved him, Noah, and those with him in the ark that was fully occupied. Then we drowned, after that, all the remaining. And, remember, Nu, when he called for help earlier, so we responded to him and saved him and his family from the terrible agony. And Noah did call us for help after he was disappointed from his people, so we were the best to respond. And we delivered him and his family from the great agony, and made his progeny the sole survivors. So we saved him, Noah, and the people of the ark, and made it a sign for all the worlds.